Hello, this is an AYD League game that black won by 30 points because of killing a big dragon on the right of the board. So white was actually winning big this game, up to the point the dragon got cut off. So quite a careless sequence in that area. Let's check it out. So we have a very modern opening, inside approach. Well, here white can just play Sun at R17, but it's nothing wrong with this O17. So black decided to play one space tight pincer, but actually it's more interesting for black to play a pincer which is closer to the top left shimari, like this, or the lower one. So a bit loose, but in order to make use of the top left shimari more. Anyway, this is playable too. So split, so far so good. Black defends. Here black can defend on the third line as well. The common follow-up is to slide again, then Kosumitsuke, which is going to prepare a combination with a ko-fight, extend on the right side. This is important, so white doesn't get to play R12. And now white is supposed to add another move here. Otherwise, it's a very dangerous ko that can start later on with the Kosumitsuke and wedge, and now double atari. But this is the kind of ko that black doesn't want to start immediately. Black needs some big ko threats, at least one. Let's say this one, then take back. And now black will just shut his eyes and kill everything. So no matter what white plays, just take again like this or like this, and it's quite a disaster. So that's a combination using the one space high pincer. And actually it works after Q14 as well. So slide first, that's fine. Slide again. Well, there are other josekis here too. Black can play N17, for example, trying to develop the top side. So here, white usually just blocks to connect against those cuts. Then there are two options, either go down or take the corner. Now black will hane. It's possible to block, but usually just pull back. Black will secure the corner, play this schema, and defend the right side. So this way, black has a secure group on the right, but also some thickness towards the top. This is an old-fashioned joseki. So black should know this move, Kosumitsuke here. But okay, black wants the right side, keep it simple. White slides again. Now black can still play this Kosumitsuke in order to prepare that combination from the previous sequence. White goes out and black defends the corner. Now white either protects like this or like this to prevent the ko, and black will just play away. So this variation comes to an end. But black played a very aggressive move, and this is an overplay, this attach. It's not necessary, black can just play away. And white did very well here, cut with fighting spirit and capture the ponuki. So far so good, because black's formation is very heavy with this empty triangle. Now the thing is, white got three thin stones in the top right corner. So instead of extending G17, it's very urgent to play O18. It's more interesting to secure this group and also in the same time induce the defense of the top group. Obviously, black will separate here. Black is not going to come out or play an extension and allow the connection underneath. This is not going to happen. So black will split. But now white can either play Kosumi or jump out. So when this happens and black turns the direction here, white will just hane and nobi. So the group in the top, it's already safe, and this way also the top right corner, it's much better than the actual game. So this is a way to induce your defense in the top. For example, with Kosumi, again, black will play here, then the hane, you just go nobi, black makes some shape, and then you jump out again. Because already the top group, it's strong. That ponuki, it's a nice shape. Even if black comes around here, it's easy to fix the group and come out. So the thing is, black has a tiny group in the top right corner and this eyeless group in the top, in the middle top. So it's fine for white. Therefore, playing this move, black can turn at O18 first. He turns here, then the hane. Yeah, this was really big for both because now white is also thin in the top right. Once you get this move early on, it's like taking half an eye in that area. So it's very good for black to play too. Then hane. But now it's still important to defend the top right. Those are the weaker stones, so white should come out. And if black plays Atari here, even if it's painful, black it's white it's already alive in the top because of the extension at G17. So this Atari can be accepted, especially that black has some cutting points. So black will probably play a peep here to protect against the cut at L15 and then also defend the right side. But now white jumps again. So the priority is to secure the top right corner group as fast as you can. So white defense here, doesn't allow the Atari, which is more like a reflex move. Every time you see a Hane, you Nobi, so you don't allow the Atari, but that group was already safe, and the other group in the top right, it's in trouble. So black defense, white jumps in between, black jumps along. So black can play a peep here anytime, and then defend the right side. This makes the group very heavy for white. This cap, it's a bit too much, because black can still play that peep. So normally white should just come out with another one space jump. This is black's privilege to play a Kikashi here all the time. Then black can defend the right. And even now it's difficult to play this L12 because of the attach and push. So now there are too many cutting points. Therefore, white can only go this way in a tighter shape. So this was a bit risky because black can peep, which he did, and then attach here, because now it's very hard to fight. I mean, you want to play Hane and cut, but in the same time black can push through and go out. So now there are lots of problems for white. So this way the top right corner it's already surrounded. Now there are some ladders here, you need to turn to make sure those stones will escape, and then black can just protect like this, and the top right it's already dead. So black could punish right away, but once black plays here, it's more like escaping on neutral points. White can fix the problem with this connection. This is a very proper move, or at least jump out, because once you jump out you want to surround next at Q10. So if black just plays somewhere else, this move comes very natural to surround the top right, and black might just secure again. This attach is not necessary because later on you want to go inside the corner with these kind of moves, or Tsuke. You don't want to give the corner because already the top group it's a very strong formation, so you don't want to have stones around E16. You want to have stones under. I mean, if you play inside the corner like this and you just leave, let's say we have this combination. So if something like this happens, the top group is still alive, but for black it's not interesting to have a wall here facing white's top strong formation. So losing the corner, there is no compensation for black. But anyway, that can wait. It's not so urgent to play around D16. Maybe you want to play a Tsuke and then Kosumi and just leave in the corner like this. So there are too many options there. No need to decide right now. Right now, it's still urgent to do something with the top right corner. So Tsuke pull back. Yeah, black got the corner. Normally white descends, black goes down. So playing all these moves didn't increase white's territory much in the top. But just secures, I mean, it's Ajikeshi. It makes black very thick in the top left corner. It's true white can cut here, but black is still fine in the top because of this move. Yeah, this attach is very important. And now black should actually come out between the stones. If white cuts here, black has this move, white needs to connect, and now simply catch the stone in a net. So that maneuver doesn't really work so well for white, but now it did. I mean, white managed to sacrifice a few stones and come out. This was good. Even though black got a Ponuki, black had already lots of stones there, so this Ponuki, it's not 100 or 30 points worth, it's just a couple of points extra. So this was actually fine for white in the end. And here, even though this f4 is big, it's very proper for white to play another move at q8. But okay, maybe overall it's bigger to play something like f4 or f3, because the cut is not that dangerous. The thing is, black could just slide here and erase a few more points and then come in the middle of the bottom side. But black got ambitions and cuts, and this is not so great. White can squeeze. Now I see this pattern a lot in White's games, where just Atari from the outside, but actually here you gotta play this Atari first and then Atari from the outside, because when Black connects, Black's got no points here. Of course, White sacrifices stone, but in this position, at the end, if we look at the situation, it's 1, 2, 3 points for Black. When you play the squeeze, you play Atari, then Atari again. These are 2 points less, and the formation is also ugly, being a dumpling. So you should always play Atari like this, Shibori technique, and then Atari from the outside. If Black doesn't answer, just plays away. Later on you have the option to capture 3 stones, and this also gives you an eye, or 2, and in the same time there are 6 extra points. So this little detail, it's important to play inside Atari first. Black is not going to play here because he's in Atari, so everything is captured. Therefore, squeeze like a lemon, maximize the profit here. So just Atari. If you play Atari here, obviously Black will connect, because if he captures a stone, now you go into Atari. But the other way, it's all forced. So White got a big point. That's so far so good. So normally now White is okay in the top, all connected. Actually here White can always push once, because Black doesn't allow the Atari. So Black might block, push again, no B. So there are no problems if Black cuts at 08 and then extend on the left side. So this way the top right dragon will never die. But so far so good. So Black is trying the same combination. Now this Atari, it's a bit strange because it's doubled by F4. Normally you just want to extend E3, or you want to play Atari from the other side, like setting up a ladder. And even if the ladder is not good, you play Atari once and then connect. So you try to catch the corner. But this is better style to play Atari from the left. Black might play like in the game and you still have to capture the stone and double up. But the thing is, when you play Atari here, you give Black the option to go out, and now he's got 3 liberties. If you play Atari from the left side, every time he comes out, he has only 2 liberties. So you can decide whether you play Atari from this direction or the other direction. If the ladder is good, you just play the ladder. If it's not, connect here. When he cuts, you capture the stone in the corner, and now he's still running with lots of groups. So obviously here Atari from the left side is the stylish one, not from below. But in the end he played Atari under, so capture, and it didn't make a difference. So now Black is trying to erase the left, but actually here Black should play Atari. Now when White connects, Black can play the hanging connection, Atari defend. If White cuts or Atari from the outside, just leave in the corner. So this is an easy variation for Black to settle. Now it's a bit tough, because White will capture the corner, that's good. Black can come out in order to have this Atari, and then he needs to jump, but it's still a bit dangerous. He might leave this way, quite painful, with 3 points, but White got super thick on the outside, and now White just plays another big point. I still like the idea of push and Hane to make super thick shape in the center. Anyway, White is looking good, especially like this. And now it's quite natural to play this Hane and push Black out. But on the other hand, this C9 is the weak stone, and the strong formation, it's obviously F4. So it's more interesting to attack from the weak stone. If you play something like this and Black comes out, then you play here, threatening to take away the eye space, and then you surround the group. Black might just die and it's game over. Not enough liberties for the group inside, and also no eye space. So Hane, no B, then extend for a base. This is good. Here it's also interesting to play this move just to take away Black's eye shape. He needs to run a little bit, and then you extend. But okay, good to take the base. So far White is still looking excellent. Hane, double Hane, no B, that's okay. Actually, I'm not so sure about this Hane. Just no B would be nice here. Black has to do something. So go down, Atari once, make some base, and eventually run out. Okay, Black didn't cut, that's good. This attach is fine. No B. This is a good move, this is a key point. Eye stealing Tsuji. And now actually white can block. It's no problem if black will cut and then go Atari this way, because white will just get the tail. In fact, Atari under once and even one more time. Black still needs to come back here. Then you can squeeze, which is ugly, and protect. And now the corner has a problem. Once you go down, black can already connect. I mean push, and there's a little dame tsumari or shortage of liberties, so yeah, he's connected. This move doesn't work, because black can just block here, you need to protect, and he goes Atari, and he's all connected in center, then come out. So here, the game is still going well for white. Yeah, good idea to fix this base. And now black comes in. Obviously, this is the last place where black can erase some potential. It's actually better to play entry, because it puts more pressure on black space. So when black extends here, then you either attack with a Keima to remove the base, or a cap move, similar to what happened in the game. Because anyway, there is Amaji in the corner, so when you play entry, it keeps a little more pressure on L3. So cap move, that's fine. You don't need to protect here, because this Atari at F6, it's not important. I mean, if you play a peep and black plays Atari, you always come from behind, squeeze him, so you give one stone, and then continue attacking. I mean, every time, even earlier in the game, black plays this Atari. So let's say here, you just play the bottom move. If he goes Atari here, you can always give him the stone. It's nothing, it's just 2 points, and he's got a very ugly dumpling formation. And actually, it was quite big to play a move like L3, if you're confident that the left side is safe. So this connection obviously wants to protect against the cut. So when Atari, you want to keep it safe, but then black goes up and captures stone. But this is just 3 points. So to take Sente, you better give him the 3 points and play away. So here it's nice for for white to play this peep to see whether black will protect or connect underneath. So when black protects here, you can go down or play this Keima and then push through. And if black goes here, you just connect underneath, and the whole thing is still running. So black should be in trouble. Yeah, it's very small to connect here and save that stone. I mean, for example, if you play this push and he cuts, you're not going to allow this connection. Atari from behind. Atari again, it's not even necessary. He might ignore, and then keep the pressure on the bottom group. So that's a basic technique to remember. So here, this is dangerous. Must play a one space jump. But it's possible to block this way, and then you shouldn't go down. Just connect solid. If black connects under, push in the middle, it's fine. But it's also okay to play a move like S4. Because if black pushes here several times, he might remove his own liberties, and then it's a problem, because you will get all the stones back. So that's much easier. But even so, it looks fine. So shouldn't wedge. Just connect. Obviously, black wants to cut. And when black connects, you don't play R5. You play S4, because this is threatening the connection underneath. So black's group is still heavy. So this peep, you gotta go back and connect. Then black comes out. But this is still okay for white, at least for now. This is fine. It's actually better to go down, and when black pushes, you block here. Then on this cut you take, Atari take. Oops, wait, Atari take here, Atari, Atari. Capture these stones and keep fighting. So, in fact, white is pretty good, and black is about to collapse. Okay, so trying to kill everything on a large scale. Now let's see what happens if Nobi push through Atari here, which is Sente, push like this, because it's threatening a snapback, so black cannot block. Black has to play here. Then Atari this way, which is threatening a cut, so black has to do this. This push, threatening the connection under. White has lots of liberties with the dragon, and then push through like this. So when this happens, you cut, it's game over. Black is trapped inside. This was the last moment when white should keep everything safe. So the idea is to, I mean, this is obviously a critical moment of the game, so you gotta spend some time to read deeper. And if black plays here, you just connect it. And on this one, you make yourself more liberties on the outside. If this happens and you go for snapback, he plays Atari, you take 2 stones, he captures this guy to survive. Then Nobi, he needs to protect here, push here, he goes down. Atari here, he needs to connect, so the corner is safe too. And then just protect in the middle, like this, or a jump. So there are plenty of eyes for the big dragon. I mean, this one, and also the possibility to connect. So once this happened, it's really difficult. Actually, those 3 stones are not important right now. You better connect here in the center, let him have 3 stones to save his group. Play this Atari once. This is good too, because he's threatening the connection underneath, so he might play here to separate. Then connect to the group in the center. Now actually, black has only 1 eye here, so it might be dangerous. So Atari, double Atari. Well, white goes for the bottom side, but all of a sudden the dragon got surrounded, so black, it's winning now. Luckily. Ooh. So what if white plays this move? Because he's threatening to make eyes and go out. So black will probably connect to make sure he still goes for the kill. Then Atari on 3 stones, connect and defend. It's not so easy to surround that group actually. And black might die too. Because of this. This is only 1 eye. And white still has more liberties. So there was another way for white to escape. Therefore, push here first. If black covers, then you make twice. And that's it. White wins big. That dragon is like 60-70 points. And now there's not much you can do. Once the dragon died, it's okay to resign this game. Because it's difficult to kill other things. Oh, black plays so safe everywhere. It works to play the Atari. Black connects, white connects. No need to pull back. Because in this position, black is not going to cut and then cut again. If this happens, you just connect under and save the dragon. So white lose 2 more points. Besides, white already lost like, I don't know, 100 points in that top right area. So no need to give up 2 more points. Normally here, you gotta play Atari, black connects, white connects. So throw in was like a trick shot, but black is still alert. Yeah, nothing to do. So lots of moves here are not even necessary. Yeah, that's big. So if black plays this move, white cannot block because of this Atari and go down, which means white has to play here. And if white connects in the top, black will Atari, then play this move and it's alive. No way to kill that corner. So black could damage more with S2. But obviously black feels good about the position, so he doesn't want to risk anything. It's better to connect first. White connects against double Atari, then connect this stone. First things, it's to play Sente and then Gote. Yeah, nothing happens here. So it seems that white was a little bit careless. Well, a little more than a little bit. And this game was a donation. A complete throw. It seems so good for white, I mean, especially after this dragon survived. And all you had to do is keep it safe or kill black in the process or go out. And instead, everything collapsed. So I hope you take revenge next time.